Well, welcome to SophieCo. I'm Sophie Shevardnadze. Haiti, battered by natural disasters, is reeling from a scandal around the revelations of abuse by international aid workers. How will it affect the humanitarian efforts of NGOs and the UN in the country? Well, I ask Èzili Dantò, Haitian human rights lawyer.
Haiti, a country that is still recovering from earthquakes and hurricanes, while coping with rampant poverty and a drastic lack of infrastructure, has drawn sympathy from across the globe, with NGOs and UN agencies rushing to help the battered nation. But with revelations of corruption and abuse by UN and aid workers, has the image of the charitable organizations been tainted for good? Will the Haitian government expel the groups from the country altogether, and can it handle its problems all alone?
Èzili Dantò, Haitian human rights lawyer, welcome. It's really great to have you on our program. Lots to talk about. Now, the latest scandal in Haiti is over Oxfam employees engaging in sexual exploitations in the country. The Haitian government has suspended the work of the UK charity. Oxfam has apologized, started an investigation, and fired those responsible. What more could they do right now?
Well, I think Oxfam is just sort of the symptom of the problem, because Haiti's under occupation, and these NGOs are there masturbating on this pain that has been imposed upon us because of imperialism. What else could they do? They could actually leave Haiti.
Okay, we're going to go actually case by case, but because Oxfam is the latest case, I'd like to focus on that in the beginning. I mean, it only takes one scandal to ruin the reputation of a charity. Accusations stick and people start thinking that the whole organization is rotten. After the scandal broke out, Oxfam CEO said that everything the organization tried to say or do just fueled the fires of public opinion. It's like no matter what they say, it won't come out right. Do they really deserve to be battered further?
Well, yes. We're talking about children. We're talking about post-earthquake. I mean, look at the situation, Sophie. We're talking about 2010, the catastrophic apocalyptic earthquake that killed over 310,000 Haitians, that made over 2 million Haitians homeless. And then you have this army of NGOs coming in, and that's where Oxfam comes in with a director who has been recycled in different other NGOs as a sexual, immoral person. I mean, he's actually, he was in Liberia and fired by a British NGO in Liberia in 2004, this Roland person. And then he was recruited by Oxfam. And he had it's so nasty what he was doing. Caligula sex. That's bestiality. That's orgies with people who have lost everything and are looking at these charitable organizations as their saviors that have come to help them.
So the only
as saviors, yes. Yeah. And this is not just Oxfam. We have the UN doing the same thing. So we're
going to talk about the UN
of foreigners coming in.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the UN further down in our interview. So only the UK division of Oxfam has been banned. Other Oxfam workers are still in Haiti. Does that mean that the country actually needs Oxfam here, or just found a temporary scapegoat in the UK division?
We Haitians have not been heard. This is not about Oxfam. This is about the underage children who were used by this NGO, who are now being blared about in headlines as prostitutes. What happens when you're 15 years old and your mother just died? 5 of your brothers just died. And instead of helping you with the donation dollars that's paying this man's salary, that's been given by citizens of the world who care about what happened, this crisis, this man held orgy sex with animals with these children. What can happen to them? I'm a human rights lawyer who spent the last 24 years of my life since 1994 exposing that the charitable industrial complex and the military industrial complex are about colonialism, that they're in Haiti as a smokescreen while the Western corporatocracy takes our resources out. So, you know, you're talking to a Haitian woman. You're not talking to like an NGO
I know,
person.
And it's very emotional. I mean, I do realize that, but me as a journalist, I need to make sure that I cover all sides, so bear with me because I'm going to have to ask you these questions, but I need your answers. Guardian wrote that foreigners pay more money to sex workers, a lot more than the locals. I know it sounds gross, but in some way, could these encounters have been voluntary? So locals may have a role in this too, not just Oxfam? Could that be a possibility as well?
Well, Oxfam is an NGO, which is a non-governmental organization, which is given its accreditation by the United Nations. The United Nations has a policy against having sex with your beneficiaries. So does Oxfam. And so we're talking about a situation where you're asking me, is the victim? And we're talking about underage folks here. This man that we're talking about, Roland, has a history of having sex in places paid by donation dollars. He started out in Liberia, and he was dismissed for having sex with local people, including underage children. And, you know, as a lawyer, as a human rights lawyer, I'm actually concerned. Sex with underage children is pedophilia. It's a crime. We're not talking about anything else. Yes, there's prostitution. But as you know, whenever a military comes into a space, the level of sexual abuse and prostitution goes up at least 15%. Is that really what the UN and the NGOs are supposed to be doing in Haiti? Aren't they supposed to be fiduciaries that are given this position as philanthropists and humanitarian to not to bring up the level of prostitutions in Haiti, but to help Haiti develop, to provide help at a time of crisis, an apocalyptic crisis when everything has fallen down. So no, I reject the idea that the Haitian women and men who were victims of Oxfam are to blame for any of what happened with regards to that, because you're talking about a differential in power. Yeah. And we're talking about underage girls. And when we're talking about underage girls or underage boys, we're talking about a crime. The age in Haiti is 18 for maturity. So although the media wants to make these underage children prostitutes, who really is the whore here? Who really is the criminal here?
So Haitian Parliament has learned that the majority of abuse cases don't get reported. Oxfam actually has been reporting requirements in place. Their stats are transparent. Other agencies don't have those requirements. So do you have any information about their transgressions?
You know, I had the Free Haiti movement, which I founded in 2004 when the United Nations lent its uniforms to this occupation, where this humanitarian front is covering up the corporate plunder of Haiti's riches. I had something called the Haitian Lawyers Leadership Network, which I founded in 1994, 24 years ago. And the purpose was to institutionalize the rule of law and to protect and defend the cultural, human, and economic rights of Haitians living at home and abroad. Now, the question you're asking me is there a reporting requirement with regards to the NGOs and what they're doing in Haiti? The NGOs do whatever they want in Haiti. Remember, there's a level of racism and a level of, when you're under occupation and these NGOs come in, they're making so much more money than, let's say, a Haitian lawyer in Haiti, a native Haitian lawyer in Haiti, who is going to fight on behalf of, let's say, the victims. So you're talking about a disparity of power. You're talking about this idea that these white folks, like Oxfam's director, who was fired, and the other, I think Oxfam fired 3 executives and another 4. They let them resign. They let 3 resign, and then they fired for gross misconduct 3. So, but they never reported to the Haitian government that says it's a crime to have sex with minors. They never reported that, so they concealed it, and they continue to conceal what was going on. Up until now, 8 years later, we hear about it.
We're going to take a short break right now,
Okay.
and when we're back, we'll continue talking to Èzili Dantò, human rights lawyer, discussing the humanitarian missions in Haiti and the uproar they have been causing. Stay with us. We're back with Èzili Dantò, Haitian human rights lawyer, discussing the controversy around 8 missions in Haiti. So now the Haitian president, after an investigation, is calling the Oxfam affair the tip of the iceberg. But on the other hand, can the Haitian government really afford to poke into other 8 groups besides Oxfam? President mentioned investigated Médecins Sans Frontières and other NGOs. What if more organizations are suspended? Can they manage without them? Can Haiti do without NGOs altogether?
You know, I want your audience to hear me when I say this. You can't develop a country with charity. You cannot. The charities are there in Haiti to assist with the symptoms of the problem, not the root of the problem of Haiti. And that's symptoms. Like when you have no clean water, no health care, no infrastructure, those are all symptoms of a greater problem in Haiti. And that greater problem is imperialism. That greater problem is debt, dependency, and domination that Haiti has had to deal with since it became the first free republic ruled by Black people since 1804. So we've had to deal with this imperialism that comes in and takes out Haiti's resources. So here is the answer. The answer for your audience to understand is not charity, it's not these NGOs, it's not Oxfam. You take someone's agency away when you bring in foreigners and you have those foreigners give you public services like clean water, like health care. They're not accountable. That's why you have the problem of Oxfam. That's why you have the larger problem of the UN troops and their sex rings and their cholera that has gotten to Haiti and all of the travesties that we've had to suffer directly since 2004 when the UN came in. And the UN came in after the the United States, France, and Canada and the Western powers ousted through a Bush regime change in 2004, the democratically elected president of Haiti, which I used to represent. So we're talking about the UN and the charitable workers who come in to cover that this is an occupation, because if it was acknowledged openly that this is a humanitarian front to occupation, then the public of these various nations would oppose it. But if you say Haiti needs charity and look at these Haitians and all their problems, and you say these things all the time, this is what they say about Haiti. We are the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere.
So why can't you just guys kick them out? I don't understand. It's not like they're there by force, right? Someone is certainly inviting them. Why can't you just be like, we don't need you? Bye. What is the problem?
As I said, the UN came in 2004 after the United States, France, and Canada, and their deep state CIA agents helped take down the democratically elected president. What we have in Haiti right now is an occupation, a military occupation, with the UN serving as proxy military.
Are you saying your government is in conspiracy with the United Nations? Because no organization, including United Nations, can be on a territory of a country without a consensus of the government of that country.
After the earthquake, we had Bill and Hillary Clinton essentially take over Haiti and take over the aid to Haiti. They raised
why do you think they're so interested in
billion.
Haiti? Why such interest on behalf of the Clintons in your country? Why?
I am so happy you asked, because Haiti lies between two nations that the United States want to become client states, that they dislike, that has not fallen into a line with Manifest Destiny and the Monroe Doctrine and so on. That's Cuba and Venezuela. We are right in between. We are that weakest link in that horseshoe. Also, so this is what we say at the Haitian Lawyers Leadership, which I lead. We say that the United Nations forces in Haiti are the AFRICOM of the Western Hemisphere. They are the U.S. Western military arm training Latin American and Central American soldiers and on behalf of the Western powers. And they use Haiti as a training ground. That's number one. Number two, Haiti has massive oil. The head of Venezuelan's oil is in Haiti's waters. In terms of riches, Haiti has, they say now, 20 billion in gold. Haitian geologist says it's 100 billion in gold. During the earthquake, Bill and Hillary Clinton put in through fake elections, and you can see this, just Google it. Michel Mateli, who is a former carnival singer, if you look at the emails from Hillary and Bill Clinton, they show you that they created this fake election. And now in 2017, we have this new president, Jovenel Moïse. Jovenel Moïse was handpicked by Michel Mateli, who was put into office by Bill and Hillary Clinton under the Obama administration.
Èzili, and now the aid groups and UN agencies, they always stress that they're doing a lot of good. They do outstrip the bad that happens. But good rarely makes for a hot news story. That always goes unnoticed. So all the good work they could be doing, because I'm sure they're doing something good, emergency aid, medication, shelter, supplies, etc., will that always be outweighed by the bad behavior, by the scandals, by the overall problem of the occupation that you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So no matter what they do, even if sometimes they're really actually reaching out and helping people, and that is also an undeniable fact.
Well, as I said before, Sophie, no matter how well-intentioned some these NGOs are, and some of the charitable industrial complex folks are not predators, no matter what their intentions are, we're talking about an occupation. We're talking about imperialism. We're talking about the people of Haiti being disenfranchised by fake elections run by the UN right now on behalf of the United Nations, of the United States and its European allies.
But I just want to ask you about the technicality. Does the humanitarian aid that they bring into your country actually reach people on the ground? Those who really need it, do they get it?
I think the figures were $13.3 billion that was raised after the earthquake. And I think they said that less than 1% of that went to the Haitian government. Most of that money went back to the donors, to their hands. Most of it stayed in the donor hands to
what?
To bring employment to their people.
To make money off of it? Is that what you're saying?
To bring employment to people like Roland Hammond, whatever his name is, the head of the Oxfam person.
Yeah. Are you going to, by the way, testify?
Well, you already, I think you know that foreign aid cripples most African nations. I think you already know that the statistics say that the World Bank puts out a lot of loans, but the corporate plunder is greater than the aid they ever give to the black nations or to the global South.
A lot of people think
those
the
are
same.
facts.
I actually spoke to Afghanistan's former president, and he thinks the same way too. He feels like the foreign aid in the long run is ruining his country because it never comes with no strings attached. So You know this rapper, I'm sure you know because he ran for your country's president, Van Cleef Jean. His charity is reported to have spent 25% of money donated on expenses like travel, conferences, accommodation, salaries. How can people who want to help donate be sure that their money goes where it has to? Because you don't necessarily need to be part of UN or Médecins Sans Frontières or other NGO to want to help, right? There are a lot of philanthropists who want to help. Yeah, like you're sitting in your house, you're watching, there's an earthquake, you want to donate money. How do you make sure that it gets where it has to be?
Right. Well, you see, I'm still thinking that we're having the wrong conversation here. Charity cannot develop a nation. It can't give it infrastructure, healthcare. It can only allow for dependency. And you mentioned one charity, which is Wycliffe Jean. You know, Wycliffe Jean is like a tiny little bit of, so small compared to the Clinton Global Initiative and the big NGOs and what they're doing in Haiti. The Red Cross raised $500 million in Haiti after the earthquake and only built 7 homes and left no infrastructure. And we need clean water. Just basic clean water they could have given us with the $13.3 billion that was raised. Because the UN in 2010, as you know, brought us cholera, which has killed over 10,000 Haitians and made sick more than, they say 1 million, I say 3 million Haitians. So we don't even have clean water. So what do these 42,000 NGOs have to show, except the fact that they are used as a smokescreen for media?
I wasn't referring to NGOs right now. I was just talking about people who want to help. Do I understand you correctly that your message to my audience is that anyone who is watching TV and their calls to help Haiti, they shouldn't? Is that what you're saying? Haiti?
Yes, what I'm saying is if Haiti cannot be developed by charity, if anyone wants to help Haiti, you need to help us get rid of the U.S. occupation hidden by UN mercenary guns, fake aid, fake election, fake charity. That's what we want as Haitians. And for instance, after the earthquake, we started, my organization, the Èzili Network, because we were not getting help, because the people were being given dirty water by the NGOs. We started a program, Èzili Dantò, which gives clean water. It's a very tiny project, but it is Haiti-led, Haiti-run, and it transfers skills to Haitian without a middleman. Those are type of projects that people who are interested in helping Haiti can do. Assist an indigenous, Haiti-led, Haiti capacity building organization, not an organization that's building up the capacity of the NGOs.
All right. It was really interesting insight to hear from you, Èzili, actually. Thanks for this interview. I've never heard someone speak so passionately about the country and speak the way you speak about the country. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Èzili Dantò, we were talking to the Haitian human rights lawyer about the UN and other groups' humanitarian efforts in Haiti and why they've drawn so much criticism. That's it for this edition of SophieCo. I will see you next time.
Thank you.